Can you hear my voice? Yeah. Can you hear my voice? Okay, then. Great. Good evening, everyone. Nahi. So, guys, yesterday I couldn't come online. The reason behind, I'm also associated with iNeuron. So probably the next, going for the next 2 weeks, Tuesday, Thursday, we won't be having any class because I'm occupied with one of the batch. I have to finish it off. So Tuesday, Thursday, I'll be occupied. So mostly Tuesday, Thursday, I won't be having any class. Let me see how I can schedule it. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Saket. Okay. So welcome all. Welcome to Analytics with Anand. So this is lecture number 19 we have reached. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so Tuesday and Thursday, tomorrow again, I won't be coming live because iNeuron, I'm taking classes over there. Some Python I have to finish over there. So that's why I'll try to schedule class on maybe on Saturday and Sunday. Let's see if that's possible. Okay. Yeah. Who all have joined? Okay. Let me start 1 second. Yeah. So this is the continuation of the previous class on window function part 1, where we have discussed rank, dense rank, and then we have also discussed few others functions also. Right. So all this previous batch in iNeuron, not the current batch, previous batch. So today again it will be a continuation of window functions where we'll be seeing your row number, lead, and lag. 3 function only I'm discussing it because I didn't get much time to prepare slides. Right. Friday practice class will be there now. Friday, yeah, Friday, of course, it will be there. Yeah, this Friday, maybe it might be not possible because this Friday I'm going on an outing with Unilever. So I'm going to Leela Palace. So whole day will be there. It's a complete team outing. So that's why I don't think so. This week it will be a bit of ups and downs, right? Keep an eye on community, guys. So before I start the class, let me share my screen and then let me tell you one thing. Today also I posted very, very important thing. Now Google itself it is giving. Things have become such a good way. Type analytics with Anand on Google, you will get it. Okay, you will get it immediately. YouTube channel, first time link. It's coming on Google. So what I was saying, focus always on this community tab. Everyone, those who are watching live, those who will be watching this, community tab is very, very important. Today I have posted this. So this is really, really important, guys. Everything anyhow I'm covering it. So make sure you master this. This you have to master it in SQL. I keep telling from the beginning of the class. Joins, although I have not mentioned here joins, then CT, window function I'm teaching you, right? And then this user defined function, date time. These things you have to master at any cost, right? At any cost. Then only you can ace this. Okay. So you have to master this. And I'm here for you. SQL, you will be master. Now that there are so many things left in SQL. Case studies I have not discussed. Only one of the case studies I have discussed. Right. So we'll see. Okay. Okay, so keep an eye on community. So if I'm not having any class going further, I'll post it on the community. Today, there won't be any class. So you'll get notified. Okay, so keep an eye on this community tab. Keep an eye on this community tab. So here, most of the things will go into the picture. Okay, keep an eye on this community tab. Okay, then. Let me begin today's class then. So we have seen till, yeah. We have seen till where? We have seen till here, right? So let me share the screen and then wait. Stop share. No slide. So yeah. So we have seen till here. Everyone in the last class, those who have not watched this video, even if you have not watched, you can join this class because that has got nothing relation with the previous class, not much. Okay. So we have seen rank, dense rank, and also we have seen how rank and dense rank work in the real case scenario. Okay. So today I'll be starting with a very basics one called row number. Okay. We'll start with the row number. Very, very simple concept, very easy to understand. Now you know rank and dense rank. So this is very, very simple. So what exactly is this row number? Row number is nothing but an index. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are numbering every rows, every individual rows in a SQL or whatever in a table. You are numbering them 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, where this will come into picture, let me tell you before I begin it. Suppose in a Snowflake, in my beginning class of the Snowflake, I have told you, suppose if you want to download a record, suppose in Snowflake, if you want to download a record, there's a download button. At a time, how many records you can download? At a time, how many records you can download? You can download 8.1 million, 0.2 million, 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs. But suppose that record you need to share to an external agent, and he wants like all the records. Suppose 1 million records you have, but Excel doesn't support 1 million. Excel at a time, how many rows you can have it in Excel? Excel support 8,86,000, close to that, close to 0.9. Okay, close to 0.9 million. Then in that case, how you will download the rows? Because if you hit download, Snowflake will give you a message. It's very large. You cannot download it. So at a time in Snowflake, in one stretch, you can download only 3 lakh rows. 3 lakh rows. Okay. 3 lakh, or I think at a max 4 lakh or 3 lakh. Right. But if you need to download 10 lakh, then what is the way? There's no other way than the best way row number. Right. First 3 lakh you will download. Then the next first 1 lakh you will download. Then next 2 lakh, then next 3 lakh. That way you can do using the row number. Best use case I am showcasing you. Let me take you straight to the lab before I start row number. Okay. One thing I want to showcase it to you. Just hold on. Tell me any big table in Snowflake. Any big table which has so many rows. Any of the big table? Let me check. Which has so many, which has like GB of the rows. I think customer call center has how many? No, call center has doesn't much rows. Tell me, do the research and tell me a table which has so many rows. I think customer should be having. No, 150 I can download. This also I can download. How many are this? Preview data. Yeah. So, which item is the line item? So one thing I want to show you. Select star from. I'm showing you one demo before going into directly into the row number. Okay. So that you can have a clarity what exactly sir is trying to say. Let me download it. I done select star because I need to show. How many records are there? Can you see this download button, everyone? Can you see this download button? Right? Download button is there. Now in that case, screen is not blurred. I am watching on LinkedIn also. Guys, it's not necessary that you should watch here on YouTube. You can watch on LinkedIn also. LinkedIn clarity is very, very nice. I'm seeing in my another screen, LinkedIn. So watch on LinkedIn also. You can go over there also. There also it's streaming live. It's crystal clear. With voice and all. So there also you can see. Now, if I hit this download button, guys, tell me what it is saying. The result you are trying to export is too large. Would you like to export the first 100 MB? How I will know which is the row in the first 100 MB? How would I know? It will give in random order first 100 MB. It will give random order in the first 100 MB. And client want all the 6 million. Client want all these 6 million rows. How you will give this to client? How you will give it to the client? Think. How you will give this 6 million rows to the client? You cannot give it to the client. There's no way I can download this. Even if I download in my first 100 MB means what? How I would come to know where is my 100 MB result one, suppose if I say. How I will know? Till which row it has given me? How I'll come to know? Let me increase the computation power first. Because we're in the small. How you'll come to know? You won't be able to know till which rows you have given. So the best use case in that case will go with the row number. I will assign row number to every row from 1 to 3. So I know till which row I have to download it. Right? Till which row I have to download it. Correct? So let me change this warehouse. Let me resize to large. Okay. Now, if I hit run. So how many rows it is giving? 6 lakh. Let's click download, export. Result 1. And let's try to export it. It will take time, I guess. Okay. First 100 MB, you don't know how many records you will be having it. I think Snowflake got stuck. Trial account. That's why Snowflake got stuck. Right? 6 million record. It is not trying to retrieve it. Correct? Snowflake got stuck because trial account doesn't give that much computation power. Okay. See, its screen got frozen. So in that case, what you'll do, you will assign this a row number, not this row. This row is different. You cannot read this 1, 2, 3. Don't think that sir is talking about this row. No, 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 no. I'm not talking about this row. I'm not talking about this row. How you will read this? How you'll read this? Okay. Correct. So in that case, your row number will come into picture. I will rename every row. I'll give a number. Every row I'll give a number. Okay. Every row I'll give a number. Then what I have to do, once I get a row number, I'll just use a where clause, where row number greater than equal to 1 and row number less than equals to, say, for example, 2 lakh. Okay. So first 2 lakh, I can download. Snowflake will allow me. I'll download, export it to the Excel and give it to the client. Okay. This will come. Many a times client will need the original data. Okay. Everything will get included. Everything. This entire copy you will be sharing with the client. Entire copy. Right? Entire this rows. But you have to download in groups. First group is this. Second group, then how you'll download? Second group you'll run like this. There's no other way which you can showcase it to the client. Row number greater than equal to 1. Now you'll see greater than 2 lakh. So in that way, you won't be leaving any row, and row number less than 3 lakh. Okay, or 4 lakh. Because at a time, Snowflake can download close to 2.5 or 2.6 rows only. 2.5 or 2.6 rows. Okay, then in that case. Okay, then 4 lakh, to 6 lakh. Accordingly, that like go wise. Right? That's the only way. Else there's no other way. You can give the complete this data or whatever number you want. If you don't want client to give, you'll say, sir, why you are downloading? Why you are not giving directly the access to this table? That is a different story. That is altogether a different story. I can give directly the table and client will download it. But client need it in Excel format. Client need the data in hard copy. Then in that case, how you'll give it? So this is the only way I can give it. Okay. There has instances where the client needs the raw data. So in that case, you have to use row number. Now let's start. What is row number? I have given you the context so that it will become easier for you. Okay. So that it will become easier for you. Slide so from current slide. Only 3 functions we're discussing today, right? So that it doesn't. So the row number function assigns a unique incrementing number for each row within a partition of a result set, right? It generates a non-persistent, it's not persistent, a non-persistent sequence of temporary values. I'm not doing anything in the table, right? I'm not doing anything in the table. It's outside, only for the output purpose I'm doing, which are calculated dynamically when the query is executed. It's dynamic, complete dynamic at runtime. Okay, at runtime it is executing. So the row number function assigns a unique incrementing number for each row within a partition of a result set, which starts at 1 and continues up sequentially to the end of the table. Right? Correct. Syntax. What is the syntax? Row number over is mandatory. Over you have to specify for all this window function. Partition by expression 1, expression 2, order by expression 3, expression 4, ascending, descending. We have seen this clearly. Syntax remains same for all the window function. Rank, dense rank, lead, lag, row number, anything. Syntax remain the same, right? Sir, if there are continuous 2, 3 duplicate, then how to send? Still it is assigned 1, 2, 3. Suppose, very good question. Suppose you have a duplicate. Very good question asked by Surya. Suppose you have a duplicate. Still it will assign 1, 2, 3. Now, if you want to delete, this is also one way. I have not discussed that in class. I'll discuss that as a separate class. How to delete duplicate values. How in a table. That is entirely a different class. Okay. But I'm teaching you now. Suppose if you have a duplicate, best way, assign row number. And whichever place you are seeing duplicate, delete that. Delete that from that row. Delete from table where row number is in 1, 2, 3. Suppose duplicate is present at row number 1, row number 5, row number 7, and row number 12. I'll delete it. In clause, using in clause. This way also I can do it. Row number, right? So it just depends what exactly it's coming at that particular point of time. If client is in a hurry and he needs the data at particular time, think and do accordingly. Okay. If is row number include header as well? I'm not getting what header. Column header, yeah, of course. Column header will be there, no? You'll see, just hold on. Yeah. So the over clause defines the window or set of rows that the row number functions operates on. The possible components of the over clause are order by is required and partition by is mandatory. It works the same for rank, for dense rank, for everything, right? Order by is required and partition by is optional. Partition by is optional. We have seen this, right? Partition by clause divides the rows into partition group of rows to which the function is applied. Partition by clause is optional. When you omit it, the row number function will treat the whole result set as a single partition group by. Right? It will treat the whole result set as a single group. That's why I don't give, usually in a row number, we avoid giving partition when you need to download the entire data sets. I'm not partitioning. If you want to give the row number within each partition, then also you can give top 3 salary. I can do using row number also. Top 3 salary, I can use using row number also. I can use the rank also. I can use the 10th rank also. Then why we are studying all these 3 is just dependent on the use case. What is the business problem, right? What is the business problem? In that case, it works, right? In that case, it works, correct? So if you omit the partition by, your entire table row will consider as a single group because I'm not partitioning. Because I'm not partitioning, okay? I'm not passing. Order by clause defines the sequential order of the rows within each partition of the result set. Order by clause is required. You must include it because the row number function is order sensitive. It will give you an error, right? Correct. And then what is this expression 1 and expression 2? So expression 1 and expression 2 specifies the columns or expression 2 partition. You can partition by 1 or more columns or expression, right? या इसका पीपीटी नहीं है अभी अपडेट किया मैंने रूपम इसका पीपीटी आएगा so expression 1 and expression 2 specify the columns or expression 2 partition. You can partition by 1 or more columns or expression. For example, suppose that you are selecting data across multiple state or provinces, right? Karnataka, then this one Maharashtra and so on, so right? And then you want row numbers from 1 to n within each state. You can do, just you have to do partition by state. Partition by state, row number it will give you within each state. In that case, you can partition by state. Simple, correct? Then you have expression 3 and expression 4 as also a component of the Snowflake row number, which specify the columns or expression to use to determine the order of the rows. You can order by 1 or more expression. This expression I'm talking, right? You have seen the syntax, right? Expression 1, expression 2, expression 3, expression 4. Order by, right? Order by date, order by anything. Okay. Which slide back you want? I have switched to what slide? Yeah, Anas? Which slide you want me to repeat? Quick. Anas, which slide do you want me to repeat? I need to move further. So this one, expression 1, expression 2. Okay, and then expression 3, expression 4, it can be any column, order by date, order by anything, whatever you want. Correct? Let me take you to the lab. Before taking you to the lab, let's see what Snowflake has to say about this. Snowflake documentation, whenever you are studying anything, Snowflake you must see. Snowflake row number. Okay, let me take you the Snowflake first. Anas, if you reply so, I mean, if you take so much time to reply, how things will work? I cannot wait, right? Snowflake row number. Now, simple. Let me zoom it a bit. Let's understand from Snowflake document because reading Snowflake. Clear? Let me see whether you are able to see or not. So returns a unique row number for each row within a window partition. Row number starts at 1 and continues up sequentially. Right? Expression 1 and expression 2 specify the columns or expression 2 partition. You can partition by 0, 1 or more expression. That's why partition clause is not mandatory. Hot favorite question for the interview. Any window function, rank, dense rank, row number, lead, lag, right? Partition is not mandatory. Partition is optional. Order by is mandatory. Interviewer will confuse you. Is partition mandatory? No, that's why we say 0. That's why we say 0. Correct? If you want only a single group, then omit the partition clause. Then the interviewer will ask you why we are using the partition. You tell me, suppose if you want to partition by state and you want to rank top 3 eminent personality in every state, right? Then in that way. Correct? Expression 3, expression 4 specify the columns in which you want to do it. Okay? Right. Now listen. What is this? Example. Let's understand the example. If we want to list farmers in order by production of corn. Then use the bushel produce column for it. Achha, this is some column. Let's come down this. What is this? How much bushels produce in the decreasing order? I want to rank them 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is ranking on that purpose. It is ranking on that purpose. Let me take you to the lab to understand it more better. Okay, to understand it more better. Yeah, we are in window function. Okay. So I am where? I'm here. Yeah. Okay. Chalo. So use database, Snowflake sample data I'm using. Okay. Then I'm using this schema TPSH-SF1. What is this TPSH-SF1? Inbuilt Snowflake. Inbuilt Snowflake. If you go to the sample data, you'll find TPCH-SF1. Okay. And in that, we are checking the customer table. Okay. We are checking the customer table. Let me go Snowflake sample data, TPCH-SF1, and then we are taking the customer table. Let's have a look at the customer table. Okay. Let's have a look at the customer table. This is not the row number. Don't get confused, guys. This row is different. This row you cannot access. There's no command in which way you can access. Okay. So this row number is different. So we have customer key, we have customer name, we have customer address, we have nation key, we have phone, we have account balance, we have segment, and we have comment. We have comment. Now, what I want, yes, I want a row number. I want a row number to return the row number, customer name, and account balance. I want customer name and their account balance order in descending order. In descending order, right? Or customer name, every customer, account balance, and their row number in descending order from customer table. So I will be using row number in descending order. See, all the customer will get ranked, whether 1 lakh, 2 lakh, in increasing order. Even if there is a duplicate data, it will take care. Okay, see, how many customers are there? I'm ranking. Okay, so if the user asks, give me the third highest customer who is earning the third highest balance, right? You can use rank also. You can use rank, dense rank also. If you see that the duplicates are not there, use row number. Use row number. Right? Got my point? Clear row number. So row number, rank, dense rank, all three has the same functionality. Where does it make a difference? Interviewer again will confuse you. You have to give realistic example. You have to give realistic example in which case you will be using which. Rank and dense rank is crystal clear. I have explained in the previous class itself. Wherever it's a duplicate, if the 2 or 3 employees are earning the same salary, then we go with the dense rank. If there is no duplicate, no need to go with the rank, dense rank, go with the row number. Go with the row number. I'll show you the code which I have written when I was working in my previous company at EXL. Okay, I'll show you that code also. Right? Then you go with the row number. See how it is making a difference. Slight difference. Can you see? Slight difference. See this? Everyone is maintaining a balance. Only this matters. Can you see? With PESA, there's ranking happens here, right? See this? Duplicate data. Duplicate data, not, I will say, distinct customer has same amount. 2 customers can have the same amount. I'm keeping 10,000. You are also keeping 10,000. That can happen, right? That can happen, right? Clear? So this is the row number. So what I have done here, I have not included any partition. Mind it, there's no partition here. There's no partition here. There's no partition. If I remove, suppose if I remove order by, Control X, just I'll do like this. Will it work? It will give error. It will give you error. Row number requires order by window function. Okay. Can I remove over also? Will this work? No. It will give you a compilation error. Okay. So keep this thing in mind. Clear? Okay. Let's look about the next example. Let's talk about the next example. Let's us how to assign row number within partition. Let's talk about the partition. I want the most expensive line item partition by the manufacturer key, right? Suppose there is a manufacturer who supplies like car parts, another automobile parts. So in automobile, there are various parts, right? Which can be costlier. So which are the most expensive item? Suppose I have a contact with 20 or 30 manufacturer or 100 manufacturer. I want to know for every manufacturer, which is the most expensive part. Which is the most expensive part? Easily you can do by row number. What I am doing, let me explain you. Row number over, what do I do? Partition by manufacturer. Partition by manufacturer. Let me show you this data first. Let me show you this data. Okay, let me show you this data. Okay, so we have this data. Correct? We have this data. Supplier key, supplier name, supplier address, supplier nation key, phone number, actual balance, and amount. Okay, I want to know this one. I want to know. Actually, sorry, it's from part. Sorry. It's from part, I guess. I have taken the wrong one. Preview data. Yeah. I want to know for every manufacturer, which is the costliest, expensive items which is shared. Everything is there. Retail price is there. Manufacturer is there. Part key is there. Part name is there. Part type is there. And size is there. So what I'll do, very simple query, I'll write. Select row number over partition by manufacturer, because for every manufacturer, I want the most expensive. Order by retail price. You want the most expensive. You don't want the cheapest. Most expensive. That's why I have given descending. If I remove descending, that will be giving me most cheapest past, right? As row number, then manufacturer, their name and retail price from this. If I run this, it will give me a ranking. It will give me a ranking for all the expensive ranking of 1, 2, 3. So manufacturer on how many parts it is sale. See this. See this beauty of row number. So first manufacturer 1, because I have partitioned by manufacturer 1. So until this is over, it won't go to manufacturer number 2. So manufacturer 1, suppose it produces 100 parts. So which is the most expensive part for manufacturer 1? This one. Then the next, this one. Then the next, this one. Then the next, this one. Right? It is showing all. It is showing all until unless this manufacturer 1 gets over. See, scroll down. Still manufacturer 1 is there. So many parts this manufacturer produces, like 10,000 through 2,000. Now manufacturer 2 has come. Right? But I don't need this. Why, sir, you're showing me all? I don't want that. What I want, I have given the alias. This is called alias. Row number. I want from this complete data, give me which has row number 1. Because row number 1 is the highest. Row number 1 is the highest. So I have entered this inside subquery. Query inside query. So this result you have. Try to understand. This result you have. You ran it. You have this result. Now from this, what you're doing? Select star from, pass this entire thing inside a subquery, inside a bracket. And you have given an alias row number, where row number equals to 1. Bingo. You will be able to do it. That's all. It will give you the most expensive by all the manufacturers. There are 5 manufacturers, and these are their top 5. These are the most expensive item. Okay, most expensive item. ये कैसे डिसाइड होता है कि किस पार्टीशन ग्रुप के सबसे पहले कंसीडर करेंगे? वो क्लाइंट बताएगा ना. क्लाइंट बताएगा कि क्या करना है. It depends on the client. See this. This is, I am a client. I'm asking you this. I want the most expensive line item by manufacturer. I have told you. Now you have to use brain, no? That you have to use brain. Most expensive item by manufacturer. So I'll partition by manufacturer. That's it. I want the most expensive item in every state. Most expensive eatable item in every state. So I'll partition by state. And then I order by that. So partition by manufacturer. And what I want, most expensive item. So how will come to know? You have to do order by. तो पता कैसे चलेगा कौन सा order by करना है? Order by price. Order by price. Right? This much to brain everyone has, which you can use, right? At least. Correct? So row number. Now syntax is very, very important. I have seen multiple times recruiter are asking the syntax for row number, because many people get confused over this window function. Right? Usually for SQL and all, syntax nobody will ask. Syntax nobody will ask, but window function syntax you have to remember. Yes, I'm telling you straightforward. Things will go wrong otherwise. Okay, many people omit this. Many people omit this, and then they'll scratch their head. Row number के बाद angle bracket था कि नहीं था. Okay, getting my point? Correct. Here also, the following statement returns the email of employee in ascending order based on the date of hire. I want email, hire date, row number over order by hire date. Simple, ascending based on the date of hire. It shows the row number, email, and hire date from the employee table. The employee who was hired first will have row number 1. Right? This table I have not created. This table is not there. Unfortunately, I didn't create this table. Correct? Next, what we have? Next, what we have? To get the most abundant product in a warehouse. Suppose you have inventory, supply chain, like Amazon. Amazon wants to check, or Flipkart wants to check the most abundant product in a warehouse. You can use the row number. Simple. You can use the row number. Select row number over partition by that partition key, whatever you want, what is the product wise, order by its availability quantity in descending. Now you'll get to know, right? You will get the values. You will get the values, whatever you want for every row number partition key. You will get the available quantity. This is not giving the correct result because I have not written correctly because this table is not proper. Okay. Understand the logic. So if you want, which are the most abundant product in a warehouse, so partition by that ID and then order by available quantity in descending order. How both can be same? Which one? Which both can be same? Partition by is group by. Yes, Anas is about to say partition by is nothing but like a group by it's working. Okay. His way of telling is different. Right? So now let me give you a realistic use case. Let me give you a realistic use case which I wrote for by when I was working at an EXL. Okay. All in one script. Let's see. This is the entire code which I wrote in the last 1.5 years. Okay. I'll show you the row number. Best use case. What I'm doing. One minute. Top 3. See, I wrote it also. How you'll get top 3 transaction? I want for a customer, hot favorite question in 3. I want my top 3 transaction. How you'll do that? How you'll do that top 3 transaction? Row number over partition by customer key, customer ID, then order by time in descending order you have to take. Say the latest transaction today, I have transferred money to my father, although I did it. So today I did one transaction. 5 days back, I did again transaction, and 3 days back again. It will go in descending order. This is the most widely used in the transaction industry. And I want only the top 3 customer who have done transaction using retail. Retail means by visiting the bank. By visiting the bank. So very simple. I will use row number. I'll use row number. I'll give an alias as top, and then I'll pass this as a subquery, and I'll run select star, and I will give top less than equals to 3. I'll get all the top 3. I'll give all the top 3. No, there's no difference. KK, there's no difference between row number, rank, and dense rank. Row number will always work when you don't have any duplicates, right? Rank and dense rank work when 2 or 3 persons are having the same salary, or in that case, when they are having the same number, then we go with the dense rank, right? But when there is no duplicate, here there is no chance of any duplicate. Here there is no chance of duplicate. Customer won't be having any, like, what do you say, record date time. Correct, same record date time. Time cannot be the same. Time cannot be the same. Within a single time, can you do transaction? No, not possible, because record date time will take second also. Record date time will take second also. That's why. So you can use dense rank. There's no funda in this. You can use row number also. You can use rank also. Right? It's all 3 bus here and there only. Got it? It's just the choice which you want to do. You have to have an understanding of the data. You should be having as a understanding of a data. Okay? See here. Dominant channel. You tell me how you will get dominant channel. Say customer is there. Let me explain you this. Let me explain you this line. Okay? Let me explain you this line. Say I am a customer. I can do transaction through phone. I can do transaction through app. I can do transaction through my net banking. In my phone, I can do my transaction through website also. So I have retail transaction. I can do digital transaction. Now I want which are my dominant customer, right? What is this? Which are my dominant channel? How will you get dominant channel? Say for example, you have done 10 transaction. Okay, Anand has done 10 transaction. So out of 10 transaction, I have done 4 transaction through app. Okay, I have done 3 transaction by visiting the bank. Retail, let's say. Retail by visiting the bank. Okay, by visiting the bank. Right? This is, I'll say digital. And then I will say I have done 2 transaction by using swipe machine. Say for example, using swipe machine we call POS, point of sale. Okay, using point of sale. Now which is my dominant transaction? 4. So which is my dominant channel? You will say that this customer, dominant channel for this customer is app. Dominant channel for this customer is app. When we think there are no duplicate, then we go with row number, otherwise go with rank order. Yes, Go with rank or dense rank. So dominant channel is app. Now, how do you write a code for this? Interviewer will ask you the code for this. I'm telling you now only. Window function question cannot go without this code. He or she will open your Excel sheet and they'll tell you to write the code, right? Only I will be looking for this. If you can write this code and if you can explain it to me, well and good. Well and good. So what I am doing, row number over partition by customer ID, partition by customer ID, order by count of one. Count of one means count of transaction ID. I have told you this is expression one. That's what I was trying to explain you. This is expression one. This is expression two. I can use multiple expression. This expression is nothing but your column. I can have two expression also, right? So this is expression one, expression two. So order by transaction. First one, I need the number of transaction. Then maximum of record date time in descending order. Time also I need to consider. Suppose today I'm a customer. Today I have done 5 transactions. Yesterday I have done 2 transactions. Day before yesterday I have done 1 transaction. So it should take my transaction count and time also. Both will come into picture, right? 99.9% of the student forget this. And they give me, I have seen when I have taken interview, they will tell me this and they will tell me this. Where is this then? Most of them fails here. Right? Everyone, okay. Order by max record date time descending. Array, 2 expression is there in row number. Who will tell that? So in this realistic case, I'm giving you realistic code which I written for the client. This is not like the hobby project. This is the real code which you are seeing, which I wrote for the client. So 2 expression you have to give. Order by count one, count of transaction ID, and then based on max record date time. So this is very important. So for every customer, if HDFC is having 10,000 or 1 million customer, then for every customer, it will give what? My record date time in descending order and how many transactions he has done. Say today is 9th. On 9th, I have done 2 transactions. On 8th, I have done 1 transaction. Then it will give me in descending order. Whichever is the highest, it will go at the top. It will go at the top, right? And then I will select A star from all this, where A dot top is equals to 1. What is this A dot top equals to 1? Top equals to 1 is nothing. I have given this alias. You can write anything, right? Top equals to 1 means for every customer based on channel, grouping by customer and channel. See how complex query it was written, right? Grouping by customer key and the channel. Because for every customer, I want to group by channel, which channel he or she is using, right? Whether he's using an app, whether he's using a mobile phone, whether he's using a retail, whether he's visiting the bank, everything you can do. That's the beauty of SQL, right? That's the beauty of SQL, which you can do. And that's the beauty of your window function, right? That's the beauty of the window function. So this is how in a realistic case, it works. This is how in realistic case, it works. Getting my point? Understood? Right? Huh. Okay, now see, I've written here, no, dominant channel this month. For every customer, I want what is the dominant channel in this month. Suppose he has done 20 transactions, which is the channel which he or she has used for doing the maximum transaction, So from where I'll select for every customer, what I am doing, for every customer, I'm selecting whether it's pricing channel, whether if he has done through POS or anything, whatever the channel, then I'm calling it retail. If it is app, then app. If it is website, then website. I'm calling this by channel 1. And then I'm grouping that customer based on customer ID, based on month, and based on channel. Broaden yourself. You should think from all dimension. Ek hi group by nahi hoga. 3 group by you have to use. Based on customer, based on month, and based on channel. From this, give me all the record where he has done the maximum transaction, right? Beyond this, no one will ask you in row number. If you can explain to the recruiter, to the interviewer, right? Row number, rank, dense rank, you are in the interview. You are in the interview. Give realistic. Don't blabber during row number. I think I don't remember how does it work. Right? So that crystal clarity I want from you all. Rank, dense rank, row number एकदम पानी की तरह super crystal clear होना चाहिए. ठीक है? And how it will come? Practice. Practice. But before practicing, I have seen many people jumping directly into practice. Why don't you rely on theory? Why don't you make your concepts first clear? Why don't you understand first how a row number works? Pura jano uske bare mein. That's why I'm explaining you first. How a row number works. First, try to understand. Why two column? If I can give two column, in which case I will be giving two expression. Which are those two expression? Think from multiple dimension, na? Right? Whenever you are doing window function, take from the multiple dimension, take any data sheet, do any financial data, work on that. Correct? So many row numbers. You have seen anywhere I have used rank, dense rank. No, because there was no need of duplicates and all. So I didn't use it. There was no confusion. There was no confusion. Right? What is this? Dominant corridor. I want to know. I'm transferring money from one country to another country. Every month I do. So if I transfer one country to another country, if send country code and receive country code are same, then it's a domestic transaction. If send country code, receive country code, they are not same, then it is international transaction. I want to know which are my domestic customer and which are my international customer, right? How many transactions he has done. Window function, again will come into picture. Every customer based on their transaction, and based on their time. It's not like that one customer has done some 24 months back and I'm considering that. No, I don't want that. What I will do with the dormant customer? I need only those customers who are active in the last 1 year, say for example, right? Who is doing actively transaction in the last 1 year. Client will be interested in that. So from that, give him or her if the client requests. Give him or her the client request. So that will give you the dominant corridor, right? Which are the favorite corridor? Top 3, top 1. I want the top 1. Always client will look for the top 1 and top 3. Whatever I have, we want top 3. No one asks. No, nobody cares. 10,000 employees are there. 10,000 into 3. 30,000 records I'll be having it. Only the top 3. Got my point? Clear? Any doubt so far in the row number? Row number after today's class will be crystal clear. You don't need to practice also. Trust me, if you can explain this to the recruiter. What is there to practice here? Just row number, column by partition. You should know which is mandatory, which is not mandatory. Right? This is the full entire code which I wrote in the last 1.5 years. Full. Below that also. I wrote some 3,000 line of code before that also. Right? This is how I managed to get it somehow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chalo. Read the Snowflake documentation. I always recommend whenever you are going through any of my class, read the documentation. Okay. Where it went. Read the documentation also, Snowflake documentation, and practice with the dummy data set. Practice with this dummy data set. Create it and practice it. Create it and practice it. For every exchange, what are the order? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next is again one of the most important. Next, we'll talk about this. Wait. After putting so much of energy, so much of effort, if you guys cannot explain the row number, rank, dense rank, trust me, this is really painful for me then, right? No one should come and tell me that I'm able to, I was not able to convey window function. How does it work? No, that should not be the case. That should not be the case. 1 second. Not from beginning. Okay. So master the window function concept. Very, very mandatory. Even if you're a fresher or experienced, it doesn't matter to them. They will be expecting you. If the fresher is telling you about the window function, it will definitely give you an extra edge. Definitely, it will give you an extra edge. Share screen from current slide. Yeah. Okay. So this we have seen. Next comes lead function. Let's come lead function. What is this? Lead and lag. This is also very, very important. Lead and lag, right? Lead and lag. Focus for a minute on the PPT and tell me whether you have understood this or you need explanation from me. I will explain you anyhow. This is just jokes apart. You tell me. Focus on the screen on lead function and see whether you need explanation from me or not. Lead and lag is very, very important. So the lead is an analytic function. It's an analytic function. What does it do? It puts the value of the next row on the current line. It puts the value of the next row in the current line. 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 Again, next row in the current line. Next row in the current line. So here it will be blank. There is no one. Right? Daily sales, next value. Right? So the lead allows you to see the daily sales for today, next to tomorrow's value. Tomorrow's value. Right? 28, 29. I'm sorting it. So very, very simple. Now row number, you have understood how to do this. Select product ID. Chalo bhai, product ID hai. Select sale. Sale date hai. Daily sales. Okay, daily sales we have. Lead. Daily sales. Comma. 1. What is 1, 2, 3? That I'll tell you. Don't worry. I'll explain, Rupam. I'll explain. Daily sales, comma 1. What exactly is this? Forget for the time being. I'll tell you. Over order by sale date. Sale date, I have not given ascending. By default, Snowflake takes ascending. It's an ascending order. We can see 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an ascending order. As the next value from sales table where product ID is equals to 1000. So for the product ID 1000, I want to know my today's sales and tomorrow's sales also. Rupam, you got the use case also. Where is the use case? You are performing sales or you are running any campaign and you want to see what is today's value and tomorrow value in terms of column. So that you can compare, no? I can take the difference, no? I can take the difference margin, no? Profit margin. I have taught you in my Power BI class. Those are from the iNeuron batch. Profit margin I have teach you. Right? Next value minus previous value. How much is my percentage increase day by day? How much is my percentage increase? Yes, Saket has answered it. Growth percent on a daily basis. That's all. All these are finance analytics. Growth percentage on a daily basis. Right? One SQL project in and out after this Snowflake gets over, I'll discuss a big project that will be an entire 2-hour class. Everything will discuss in that. What is the client requirement and how exactly we need to do that? Growth percentage day by day. Day wise. Okay. Day wise. Okay. Day wise. Correct? Clear? Let's see the next. Then I'll take you the syntax. Syntax analysis is easy. But first focus. Through example, it will work. So let me summarize the lead in the picture below. Order the data first by column sale date. And after the data sorts, then begin with the row 1 and ask, can we get the daily sales value from the next row and add it to the current line? If the answer is yes, then do it. If the answer is no, then put in a null. Then put a question mark if it is not there. Next value I need it. Next value and I need it. Okay. Next value I need it. The lead above allows you to see the daily sales for today next to tomorrow's value. So you can see day by day how is my sales is growing. Day by day how my sales is growing. This YouTube uses is when they will be saying YouTube analytics. When I will check my YouTube analytics, how is my customer day by day it is increasing? Line graph, right? Line graph. YouTube shows the line graph. How analytics with Anand is progressing on an everyday basis. You can go in that way. Lead function. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. How is my sales going? How is my profit going? How is my revenue going? Check out the next picture below. Notice we have 2 leads and one has a lead for 1 row and other has a lead of 2 rows. Now row 1 has the daily sales for today and daily sales for the next 2 days. Okay, next 2 days. Now for the next value column, the moving window is 1. 1, 2, 3, you saw? 1 I was writing. 1 was written, right? You see this. 1 is written, right? Lead daily sales, comma 1. Lead daily sales, comma 1. So what was that? The moving window is 1. For the 2 days column, the moving window is 2. Right? For 3 days, moving window is 3. For 4 days, I want to tap my profit every 5 days. Best is lead. Use lead function. Lead function. Right? You can put any number in the moving window and tell Snowflake to get the value n rows down. And tells the value n rows down. Get my point? And tells the value n row down. So if you put 1 day, it will give the next value. Next value means next day value. If you give 2 days, after 2 days value. If you give 3 days, after 3 videos. So now it is totally client call. If the client say, Anand, I want to see my percentage sales increase after every 5 days, go with the lead, write the lead function and give it to him. Right? trends, if you want to see, based on the number of days, right? Based on the number of days. Getting my point? Null because there is no row after. This, so everything is clear. There's no row after. You will get the null. Next value, 2 days. What I have given? Next value I have given 1. If I give 2, what is the next 2 value means? After 2 days. Which is after 2 days value? This one. It will come here. Which is after 2 days value? 40,000 will come here. Which is after 2 days value? 32,000 will come here. Which is after 2 days value? 64,000 came here. Which is after 2 value? 54,000 came here. After that, there is no other value. So it will be null. It will be blank. Okay. Clear? Very simple code. One window function, if you can understand, rest all becomes like a cakewalk. Row number, rank, dense rank, whoever mastered this, he or she can ace the data analytics interview very easily. Joins, I'm not talking about joins, is an entirely different thing. These 3 things, window function and all. Right? Okay. Now let me see one more thing. Lead and lag, just 2 functions, 3 functions I have kept it for today so that it didn't affect you too much. Now we are going to take the next example even further by adding a 3rd day to the answer set. So also we are going to add the partition by statement. See how I'm complicating it, and change our where clause. Okay. And change our where clause. The partition by reset the calculation and acts much like by a group by statement. So Anas Khan has answered this, that partition by is nothing like a group by. Yes, it is nothing more or less like a group by. Okay. So notice that each product ID calculates within the product only. When a new product ID appears, the calculation start over. So let's see the example. Now focus on this for 2 minutes, I would say, and try to understand it. Let me know if you guys are having any doubt in this. What exactly I am doing it. Crystal clear example is given. It's properly highlighted. Focus and then let me know what exactly we are doing it here. Product ID. Chalo bhai, theek hai, product ID. Sale date. Theek hai, sale date. Daily sales. Okay, daily sales is there. Okay. How it works? Always it works by order by sale date and then partition by product ID. Reverse. Order of execution of SQL, I have told you, right? Order of execution of SQL, I told you. Now, order of SQL of execution within over, how does it work? First, it will order by sale date. It will order by sale date within each product ID. So, product ID pehla kaun sa hai? 3000. Within that, order by sale date in ascending order because I have not specified. So, ascending order. ठीक है? अभी आगे नहीं बढ़ेंगे. 1000. Again, product ID, order by sale date. Order by sale date. Now, if you want to give row number, you can give row number also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it is. So this is basically your row number, right? Your row number. And this is also the row number. And now is the 1 point. Lead daily sales 1. Daily sales 1 only. So this is the daily sales. Daily sales I have taken. This is fine. Now I need as a next value. So next value to everyone understood. Just the next one, it will be picking it up, right? Just the next one is picking up. There's no next value after this. Null. 2 days same. 2 days same. After 2 days, it is picking it up. After 2 days, it is after this. There's no null value. So of course, this null you will be getting. It comes first order by then partition. Yes, correct. Pehle order by then partition it goes. Correct. First order by and then it goes to the partition. Now next value 2 days value. So this one everyone understood. Next again. Now again you have given 2. So it will switch. It will switch what? Order sales 2 as 2 days. Okay. So first one is product ID is done. Next again for the product ID has come. So again it will take the next value and again after 2 days. So this should be crystal clear in your brain. If you have understood partition, that's why I started with rank. I started with dense rank. Then I moved over to the row number. Ideally, I should have taught you row number, but no, I have twisted it. I wanted to understand first rank and dense rank. Then so that things become easier for me and it becomes easier for you. Easier for you. Clear? Now I don't want this null. Can I do something? I don't want to see blank. I don't want to see blank. I don't want to see blank. What should I do then? Why this blank should come? Ideally, blank should be there because there's no other value, but I don't want blank. Then what should be the best case? What value should be there? What value should be there? What value should be there? What do you think of? What we can think of? Huh? What we can think of? This we have seen. For 1, 2, 3, same thing. Sales date I have given less than this. This is also clear for you all. This is also clear for you all. 1, 2, and 3 after 3 days. Let's see. This is also very same. 1. This is 1. This is 2. And then this is 3. Correct? So I can take always a difference. I can take always a difference. I can write my case statements. I can take a reference. If we write order by clause after the table name, then what will the order? Huh? What? If we write order by clause after from table name, huh? I didn't get you. Where you want to write order by clause? I have written the order by clause. I've written order by clause at the last. No, it won't work. No, partition, you get partitioning, no? Why we want to use that? Why we want to use that? Order by, why I will do it then? Every partition we are checking order by sale date. What is my agenda? For every product I need. For every product I need. Don't get confused between order by and this one. Otherwise, things will go wrong. No. That is entirely different thing which you are thinking. You are thinking in the wrong direction. What is the agenda? Why we are here? Why we are discussing lead function? What is the client requirement? Suppose I have the client requirement. What I want? Within every product, I want what is my sales today, tomorrow, and after 2 days and after 3 days. How you'll do by order by? Without window function, how you'll do it? Try to do it then. Okay. So what is my agenda? My agenda is for every product. Cast won't work here. No, Saket, cast won't work here. Cast I will take it, but cast won't work here. So for every product, I want what is my 1-day sale, what is my 2-day sale, what is my 3-day sale. So that's why I'm taking lead based on number of days 1, 2, and 3. And I want before where clause, so you can specify based on the client requirement. Based on the client requirement. Okay. Getting my point? So this is blank. So many question marks you are seeing, right? Of course it will come because there's no row. There's no row. After 3 days, what is my sale? After 3 days, 1, 2, 3. This is my sale. And then this, why this is blank? There's no value after 3 days. Where is the value? There's no value, null. Again, there's no value, null. That's why it is coming null. Right? That's why it is coming null. Now, in the picture above, notice the null value. They appear because there are no rows after available. We have run out of future rows values to display. In another sense, we have all of the values needed on the first row of each product ID in the answer set. The first row in the answer set for each product ID gives us the full picture. Watch how clever these reports get when you add the qualify statement. New thing you are learning in the entire 19th class. Qualify. Ab tak to ye dekha hi nahi. So far, we have not seen this word qualify at all. Right? So far, we have not inserted this file. Sir, do we have anything like if any or item? Yes, we have, Saket. We have. Qualify statement. Right? Let's see. So qualify statement removes the additional rows not needed. Remove the additional rows not needed. Right? Not needed. This is like how you will handle, recruiter will ask how you will handle null values in case of lead and luck. Then you'll think, how null and lead will come? Null and lead will always come where there's no row for that particular partition. Just one word answer, sir, qualify. Then the next answer, how the qualify will work? Yeah, tell me how the qualify will work. So qualify statement removes the additional rows not needed. No one wants to see this null value. No, I don't want to see this null value. I don't like null values in my blank. Now the Unilever has given me one task where Power BI. Immediately I joined Power BI, I saw the null. Why null value you want to report? Who is interested for the null value? No one is interested for the null value. Why I'll see the blank? Will I make any business decision for this? No, I don't want to see the blank. Just remove this. If there's no data, I don't want to see. Right? Product 3 has been launched for 3 days. Why you're showing me the 4th day data? When I know the 4th day data product was not there. right? So in that case, use the qualify statement. Use the qualify statement. Qualify 3 is not null. Qualify 3 is not null. See, third one I'm taking, right, is not null. So whichever you want, you can take that. Whichever you want, you can take that. Okay. Snowflake supports qualify. The qualify statement is to order analytics, much like a having statement is to aggregation. So qualify is a filter that works on the calculation after they calculate. After they calculate. Bingo. Okay. After they calculate. Got my point? So this will be the output. All your null values got moved. Okay? Got my point? Now, before I go to the next, lag, 1 minute. Lag we can do tomorrow, or you want me to do now only? Because it's just the reverse of lead lag is there. We can do it. Then we'll wrap up the class. Okay. Wait, guys. I don't want to wrap it up. We'll do lag also. Lead and lag. It's like a bhai behan. Lead lag. Okay. Brother, sister. So let's do it and finish it off. But before that, you can always check the syntax of lead, whatever you can want, right? Whatever you want. Maximum is 1 lakh. Everything is given here. This is for the lead. This is for the lead. You can also check, always check the documentation, guys. Always check the documentation. Okay. Always check the documentation. See here, you can try this. I'll run this for the lead for you. I'll try this lead for you quickly. Now you have understood it now. So let me run it. Okay. Use database. I'm using this. Create or replace table. Let me insert the value quickly. And then what I'm doing, see this. What it is giving me. For every employee ID, you are saying 0. It's okay. It's a dummy data. For every employee ID, right? What it is giving. Let's try to understand. Employee ID, year, then I'm taking revenue, lead of revenue. I'm not given 1 or 2, over partition by employee ID, order by year. So for every employee ID, based on year, in ascending order, give me the next revenue and minus the revenue as difference to next from sale. That's why this is the best use case. When you need the percentage change, when you want to see the percentage change, then in that case, you will be doing it. Right? Then in that case, what it is happening? See, what it is happening, employee 0, ठीक है, I have used partition by, ठीक है, right? Ascending order, this is also fine. Ascending order, this is fine. Ascending order, fine. Revenue, ठीक है, okay. Now what I need, I'm not putting the next value. What I want, difference to next. What is the difference, guys? 500. Lead you have taken, so it will take first row. Don't think like, why, sir, if minus 500 didn't come. No. I have taken lead. Lead I have taken first. So lead will take the next row. Minus what I did. Guys, minus what I did. Minus I did revenue. Minus I did revenue. So lead is always the next row it takes. So next row minus first row. Next row minus first row. So don't think why minus 500 didn't come. So what exactly is doing? Ulta chal raha hai. 1000 minus 1500 minus 1000, 500. 500 minus 1500 minus 1000. 750 minus 500, 250. Right? And here it is null. Then again, 12,500 minus 1000, 2,500. Getting my point? Okay, like that. So it's very simple to understand. We have seen this already in the example. Got it? Now there's no next value. There's no next value. So variable minus. That's why you are getting it null here. Right? That's why you are getting null here. Let me see the qualify is working or not, as the PPT says. Right? You can try the qualify also from here. Qualify was there, no? Let me see that word is there. It's not taking. Let me check the syntax if I'm not qualified. Why it is not? Achha. Just check whether qualify is there or not. I don't see qualify. Different to next. Different to next is not null. Acha, qualify is not taking Snowflake, I think. 1 minute. PPT to says it's qualified takes. Let me try. Qualify is there, no? Qualify. Qualify row number equals to 1. No, I am writing correctly from. Okay. I got it. After from we can give. After from we can give. कहाँ चला गया worksheet मेरा? Qualify. Let me write this. Bingo. Null value I'm not getting. So after where clause you can specify it. Qualify. Okay. Third last will show the null. Manisha, it will show, no? Abhinash Kumar, it will show. So qualify, you have understood? Qualified, different to next, whatever you have taken, is not null. Is not null. Different, I don't want the null. Okay. So if I don't write that, see how this is working. Let me explain you. 1500 minus 1000, 500. 500 minus 1500, minus 1000. 750 minus 500, 250. Now, employee got over. Now we have the next employee. So what will be the row for this? Null. Of course, it has to be a null. Second, now the first employee. 12,000 minus 1,000, 2,500. 15,000 minus 12,500, 2,500. 20,000 minus 15,000, 5,000. Now employee 2 got over. For this one, employee 2 got over. So that's why it will come null here. It will come null here. If it gets over, it will come null. Again, 800 minus 500, 300. Now there's nothing here. So null will come for that case. I don't want null. Never show the null. It will confuse the client. So what you have to do? Qualify. Today you have learned a very new thing. Qualify. So after MySQL class, once it gets over, so you are getting 3 benefit. One, एक सब कुछ free में, ठीक है? दूसरा, what? Entire SQL you are learning. Third, cloud environment you are learning. Snowflake, right? The cloud and SQL both are you are learning side by side. How you are executing the code side by side, everything. Getting my point? इसके बाद कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. Just keep on practicing the business problem. That's it. You will do well in interview. Right? This is the way beyond. We have done. Last, I'll be keeping joins. Last topic. Right? Once when entire Snowflake gets over, when I'll do all this time travel, everything, well, I will be spreading you staging, AWS concept, and all those integration. Well, I will be teaching you integration we have not covered. Then in that case, so Snowflake will take close to 40 class. That's what my expectation is. Okay. It will take close to 40 class. Okay. That's what. Lag will do tomorrow. Again, it will stretch. Already it's 11:10. Right? I don't want to stretch. Leave it. Lag will start from tomorrow. Tomorrow your window function will get over. Yes. I'll try to finish your window function by tomorrow. Tomorrow or day after. What will be the total duration, sir? Which total duration? Which total duration you're asking? Read about qualify if you want to know more. Okay. Read about qualify if you want to know more. Read about qualify. Anyhow, I'll continue this class from the qualify itself. Read about qualify. 20 more class I need for the entire SQL to get over. 20 minimum. Okay. So this was all 2 function you have learned, row number, entire business case I have explained you. You have learned again new qualify and you have understood lead function at all. Next, I'll be teaching you lag tomorrow. Okay. That will be part 3. Sir, if we have to apply qualify on 2, we are going to have some null values in 3. Can we replace this with any text like invalid data or blank instead of question mark? Use qualify only, no? Use qualify, it will give remove. It's based on the client requirement. If client wants that they doesn't want to see null, then some other word, then you replace it. You can use, you can use that. All it's totally the client requirement. Whatever the client says, then based on that we are doing it. Okay. So SQL, Snowflake, and if BI or Tableau we are considering. Qualify and update में क्या difference? There's a huge difference. The qualify and update has got no relation. No, update is entirely different thing. Qualify is an entirely different thing. It's entirely different thing, Ashwarya. Qualify is entirely different thing. Now, when you want to remove, then in that case, you will be qualifying. After the where clause, you can specify it. Update is entirely different thing. You are removing the partition, null values from the partition using qualify. Null values from the partition, I'm removing qualify. More qualify, I'll talk about tomorrow. Don't get confused. I'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow's class, it will start from the, not tomorrow, day after, whenever I take. So tomorrow class will start from qualify, then I'll move to the lag and next other function. Yes, update data modification ke liye. Yeah, I know. We have Python class tomorrow. Okay. Clear? Yeah. See you then. Next time. Okay. Chalo then. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night. Work hard. Keep working hard. Don't think when I'll get a job and all those things. When is the right time, you will get it. Till then, keep practicing and keep learning. Focus on the theoretical concepts more. Then only you can write. I've seen still many people are not able to understand case statement. Case statement class got over. Still many people struggle in case statement. Topic by topic you understand and then you progress. Don't jump directly to the business problem because you're not in a situation as of now to jump into the business problem. So understand first. Bye. Take care, guys, everyone. Have a great day. Good night. Bye-bye.